Hello everyone, today I will be showing you how to make a simple starter layout. Please excuse the camera shake, there's not a lot I can do about it. So if you want to start very first layout, something quick and easy, put together, put it back, put it away for another time. This is one of the most simplest ways you can do it. So for this you would need 8 third radius curves, 1 power track. Today we'll only be using 1 curve, so just get that one out of here. 1 long piece, a short piece, and short curved. This long one, I don't think we're going to be using it, so we can take that out. So you're not going to need this piece today. So, let's get to it. First off, we're going to start with the third radius curves. So what you're going to want to do is grab 2. Just want to make sure you align the fish plates like so. Sorry for my hand being in the way. Align them like so and push them together. Now make sure they are aligned. If you're looking at it from a top view, it might be a bit difficult to see. You just want to run your finger over it. If there's no bumps, then it's fine. Although, if it is something like this, then that's bad, as it can derail your trains. So, gonna want to do that. And then with another set of curves, you are going to want to do that. Another one, like so. Run your finger over them to make sure. That's good. Now you want to get the previous curves you had just made and put them together. Run your finger over it. And there you have it. A curve. As you can see, I have made 2 of the same 2 tracks. So they're both going to want to be third radius, 4 tracks. So each curve has 4 tracks. This is crucial if you're going to be using, say, a small loco. If it's something like an 040 or an 060, typically you'd go second radius or third radius. But if it's a longer loco with a longer wheelbase, then you're going to maybe want third radius or fourth radius, as that doesn't make it derail as easily. So now what we're going to do, we are going to grab our power track, there it is, and a left hand point. It doesn't have to be left hand, it could be right hand, but for this I am choosing left hand. Now, going to connect both of these tracks together, and I'll get back with you. Now that you have connected both the loops with your point and your power track, you are now going to want to go back over to the power track. Going to want to grab a curved and a straight. This will be our offsiding, which will house our carriages, wagons, locos. I'm going to quickly connect these up, and I will see you in a second. Now we have our siding, we can now bring our loco and coaches into it. For this I have my Annie and Clarabelle from Thomas & Friends, and I have the 2022 Hornby Triang Railways logo. I got this for £18.99 at, was it 17? Is that the £17 or £18.99 at the Hornby website? So now we are going to go over to the power track. We are over at the power track. You're going to want to grab a controller, any controller. I have the Hornby one. well, one of the Hornby ones, works very well. And you're also going to need a plug. You can find both of these either in Hornby train sets, or you can buy them separate from each other, which will also work. So obviously you're going to want to plug the plug into a power socket of any sort. You're going to want to push down, put this in here, push down on these little buttons and push it in like so. And then make sure power is on. And you will know if the power is on, this light will go red. So if that doesn't go red, then you know there's a problem somewhere. So I'm going to put our loco on the tracks and bring it around. So as you can see here, we have our loco point set correctly. I have a controller. So, just move this out of the way. So you have loco, coach, coach. You can obviously do this with, so you have your loco, any sort, coach, and another coach. This can either be wagons with a brake van or longer coaches if you wanted to, but for now I'm just going to stick with my Annie and Clarabelle. I do have other locos, but this was just one that was closest along with these two, so I decided to use these three. So with the points set correctly and the loco on the track, not derailed, I said not derailed, and along with the coaches, not derailed. That's the logo. Power, controller with power. We set her off. Make sure it's in the right direction. If it's facing that way, go that way. Facing that way, go that way. Depending on which way this is facing and which way the loco is facing, then it will go in that direction. So with it facing the flat part, facing upwards, and the direction set to the right, then it will go this way. But if the flat end was facing downwards, then, and this facing that way, it would then go that way. Same thing with if this was on the other side of the track, if this was facing that way, this would then come from that side of the track around that way. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So, with our loco on the track, our coaches on the track, controller with power, track with power, we set her off. Good boy. No derailment. How nice. As you can see, the point is facing the right way, but if it was facing the wrong way, then this could cause a derailment, or the loco would just switch over. Depending on how heavy it is and how fast it is going, then it may or may not switch it, and then it may or may not just derail. So this is what happens when the point is set correctly. When the point isn't set correctly. As you can see, it just went over it and switched it. If we switch it back and hold it, then as it comes back around, you can see it has derailed. This is bad, obviously, so make sure all your points are set the right way. Thank you for watching. If if there are any tips or recommendations, then please do tell me. Key note is that usually you shouldn't put track on carpet, as even though it is still flat, then things from the carpet like hair or dust or anything like that can still go up on top of the sleepers and into the locker. It's not good. So usually what people do would either get a track mat to go under, or they put pieces of paper underneath that go across the whole thing, which usually helps. So on that note, closing off, and there will be future updates and future videos on future layouts. So I'll see you all then. Goodbye for now.